Yeah, so I was at the store the other day, and I saw this pretty old man. He probably about in his 90s. He was at the self checkout, and moving pretty slow. So I went over there and started helping him. And after a few minutes of helping him bag his stuff, he said, back in my day, people were a lot quicker. And I was like, yeah, Grandpa, back in your day, freaking soda had cocaine in it. That'd put a pep in anyone's step. Old people, I tell you. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. All right. How's it going, everybody? Another week, and last week, hey, I got more trophies than last week. It's not hard to do, though, when last week I got a big old goose egg, 0. But hey, at least I got some to show for it this week. And, you might be saying, hey, you just came back from a kind of a break. I mean, I'm still earning trophies, but not too many. You were playing World of Warcraft Wrath Classic. You probably hit trophies hardcore, didn't you? You probably got like 2 platinums and like 50 trophies. No, no, I did not. So, I'm still me. I'm still, kind of super casual trophy hunter here. And another reason is because I was playing quite a lot of Evil Dead, the game, and, I already have all the trophies of that game. And so, I was playing it and enjoying it while it's still fun, while there's still a lot of newbies around. But unfortunately, that game has skill-based matchmaking. I say unfortunately because, it works in some games, it doesn't work in others. And I get why, developers do it, because they don't want noobs getting crushed by people who've been playing it for 1,000 hours and, and they're like, this game sucks, I don't want to play this. I get it, but it's just, for someone like me who doesn't want to have to try hard every single match, wants to just relax and have fun, I don't really care for it, because once you win so many times, you're going to be fighting nothing but those said try-hards, and those sweat lords and whatever the hell else people call them, And so I'm already getting to that point now to where my queues are, and also it makes queues last longer. It takes longer to find into a match because they got to find people your skill level. So now my queues are not only twice as long; they're like 3 times as long as what they were this time when I was talking about Evil Dead last week. So they're taking a lot longer. But I used to be able to find a match in like 3-4 minutes, and now it's taking like I'm being honest, like freaking 15 minutes now to find a match, and it's like. So, I went ahead and deleted it because, the last few matches I played weren't fun anyways because I was already fighting those quote-unquote sweat lords that are coming out, and I was still winning. I think I only lost once and I just barely lost. The book was almost destroyed, but they were able to keep me from destroying it. And, so I've only lost once, but it's not fun when you fight those type of people, It's just because you have to, like I said, you have to freaking try hard every time. Or the flip side is, I guess you can just throw a couple matches and hope you get, hope your MMR goes down or whatever, and then get fun matches again. But who wants to do that? So I went ahead and deleted it, so I probably won't be playing it next week, but we'll get into all that later when I talk about my plans for the upcoming week. So let's jump on into the update. Of course, as always, you can feel free to hit me up on any of the social medias you see blinking over there. And, yeah. So, the last trophy I got before doing this was January 31st. What a noob. It's all point and laugh at this noob. So, first trophy we get is on February 14th, and it's in Fallout 76, and it's Revive 20 Fallen Players, Field Medic, and it's a rare bronze trophy. I got this all legit. Didn't boost it, didn't cheese it. Got it all legit because thankfully, it was the free plus game last month and a lot of people were doing events that was way too hard for them. And so I got a lot there. And then this week, this guy was, I guess he forgot it was in his power armor. He used his jetpack, either that or he was just being silly, I don't know. But he used his jetpack and came slamming down, got into the dying state. I went over there, hit him with a stim pack, and trophy popped. So I didn't have to cheese this one. I didn't have to boost it or nothing. So happy about that. So that's another trophy towards the Fallout 76 Platinum. Now I just need to drop a nuke on my head. That's literally, I think, the only thing I need to do because I'll get the trophy for dropping the nuke. And then as long as I get there and I can embrace Adam's glowing embrace and let it just drop right on my face, I should get the Platinum. So I'm not too sure when we're going to do that. I'm playing with my dad. I'm sure most of y'all know because I've said it 100 times. And he kind of wants to do everything else first before we drop the nukes. He kind of wants to make the nuke our last hurrah we're finally done with this game. You know, they're probably going to add more DLC because they're still going to support it for another year or two, but, you know, we're going to take a break from it after we get the platinum and all that. So, you know, he kind of wants to wait till we're almost done. And so it might be another week or two. We're almost to the part to where we have to pick who to take into the vault for us. So I don't know if we'll do that this week. We probably will, but we'll see. So I don't know if we'll get the platinum this week or not, though. But it might be next week or sometime. All right, let's move on. So I started WWE 2K22. I got the first trophy on February 15th at 7:44 p.m., which is uncommon bronze, which is the Gulag Academy graduate for finishing the tutorial. Speaking of, I don't think I've mentioned that Field Medic trophy for those of you listening on podcast. I got that Field Medic trophy on February 14th at 10:06 p.m. So I don't think I mentioned that time. All right, so WWE 2K22, I started it up because 2K23 is about to come out in exactly a month from February 14th. I think it comes out March 14th. So they usually don't keep the servers up to the previous one much longer once the new one comes out. Usually they keep them up for like another month or so. So I wanted to get onto this and maybe get the platinum. I'm not saying I'm going to get the platinum for sure, but I might. The hardest part about the platinum is they have a new game mode called My Faction, and that's the one that actually needs the online servers. And you don't fight people, but you need the online servers because like you open card packs and get better statted wrestlers. Then you can take them into like events and stuff they have going on. But the problem with that mode is they have some super grindy trophies. Like the grindiest one, the rarest one, is complete all the lifetime challenges. And some of the lifetime challenges are usually already got some of them completed, but some of the others are super grindy. The one that's probably holds most people up is 500 matches. You got to complete 500 matches. I've seen some tips of how to do this quicker. Like one person suggested doing a ladder match, 1v1 ladder match, and letting the opponent go up to it and get all but the last bar of the pulling it down, and then you knocking them down, and then you going up and just finishing it, which sounds simple enough. But so there's people out there who suggest quick ways of doing it, but still 500 matches, yeah, it's gonna take a while. So I don't know if I'll get the platinum. We'll see. But yeah, I started this up, so that's gonna hurt my trophy completion percentage a little bit, which I still plan to get to 50. That is still my goal, but we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Okay, anyway, so February 15th, I actually get quite a few trophies in WWE 2K22. You know, I told you to finish the tutorial, and then I get some other ones here. I'm not really going to list them all off, but I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. And most of them are for doing stuff in my faction, like complete a daily challenge, limited time briefcase, stuff like that, win a match. So most of them are my faction stuff. But yeah, like I said, I got this first one at 7:44, got the last one at 10:25. And they're all bronzes. The first one was common. Most of them are uncommon. One is rare. The win a limited time briefcase was rare. So yeah. Okay. Then on February 16th, I get a trophy in Dead by Daylight on PS5 called Punch Drunk. Apply the Oblivious status effect to survivors 30 times in public matches. I got that at 6:22 p.m., which is uncommon silver on February 16th. And I still like to go back and play Dead by Daylight sometimes, but man, now after playing Evil Dead, I don't have as much fun with Dead by Daylight. I'll talk more about Evil Dead. I mean, I've already talked about it, but yeah, I'll talk more about it in a second. Let's just go ahead and get done with this weekly update. Then I get a couple more trophies in WWE 2K22. Complete a weekly tower in my faction, which is weekly winner. I got that at 4:51 p.m. on February 17th, which is a rare bronze. And all the rest of these are on February 17th. Champion for a day, complete all 3 of a day's daily champions in my daily challenges in my faction. Got that at exactly 5 o'clock p.m. on. Then it's a rare bronze. They're both rare bronzes, by the way. And then the next one I get is Who's That Jumping Out the Sky? Complete one objective in the showcase mode. I got that at 6:30 p.m., which is a uncommon bronze as well. And then I got You Filthy Animal, complete one match in showcase mode. I got that at 6:49 p.m., so about 19 minutes later, which is a uncommon bronze as well. And then the last one is another uncommon bronze called Dial It Up. Complete all objectives in one match in showcase mode. Then I got that as 649 as well, a second apart. And like I said, it's uncommon bronze as well. Okay, we look at my stats here. And we'll go down to my trophy stats for my games. Fallout 76 went up 1%. It was 82, now it's 83. Dead by Daylight as well went up 1% on PS5. It was at 8%, now it's at 9%. And then WWE 2K22, of course, I started it, so I guess you'd say it's at 0% or NA. And it's at 15% now. And the stats up here, my trophy level is still 516, so that didn't change. And I'm now at 12,773 total trophies, so that's an increase of 13. Got 13 trophies this week. Hey, that's 13 better than last week. My platinums is still at 113, speaking of 13. And so that didn't change. My golds is still at 754. That did not change. My silvers is now at 2,295, which was an increase of 1. And my bronze is at 9,611, which is an increase of 12. I'm still curious to see what bronze 10K will be. I know that's a weird milestone. Most people don't really care about bronzes, but I'm curious. We'll see what it will be. Probably in about another, as slow as I'm going. I know World of Warcraft had part in that, but as slow as I'm going, it'll probably be another, 3 or 4 months. Games played is now at 619, which is kind of funny with Rey Mysterio there. If you're a wrestling fan, you know that. You get that reference. 619, which is an increase of 1. Games completed is still at 414. That didn't change. My completion rating went down a little bit, of course, because I started a new game. It's now at 49.38%, which is a decrease of 0.5%. I'm pretty sure I'll get WWE. If I don't get the platinum, I'm at least going to get it above 50%, so it should help nudge it up a little bit. And then my unearned trophies, of course, went up because, again, I started a new game. It's now 11,336, which is an increase of 42. My trophies per day is still at 2.43, so that didn't change. I'm hoping to get it back up to 2.44 soon. And then my world rank, both my world and country rank actually continue to get worse, which my world rank is now at 20,751, which is an increase of 55. And my country rank is now at 4,651, which is worse by 13 spots. Believe it or not, I actually went down more in my country rank this week than I did last week. And last week I didn't even earn no trophies. I think I went down 10, and this time I went down 13. And then my world rank, I didn't go down as much. I think I went down maybe 80 spots, and I only went down 55 this time. So, it's kind of weird how that happens. Alright, so I'll talk about my plans for next week first. Of course, more WWE 2K22. And then I'm still trying to get the platinum slowly but surely to Idle Champions. I've been hopping on there whenever I think about it, start up another free play mode. And so hopefully I'll at least get one of the trophies. The first one is playing 50 free play modes. I have to be close to that. So I might get that trophy next week, but I highly doubt I'll get the platinum because you need to do 250. And I'm not going to focus on grinding that out too much. So I'll slowly but surely get it. And then also, Like a Dragon Ishin, aka Yakuza Ishin, the remake of it. It actually came out in Japan back in the PS3 days, but they remade it and finally released it in the West. So it comes out this Tuesday on disc. People who bought it digitally actually can start playing it now. They could start playing it yesterday, which I don't know if any of you are. If you are, hope you enjoy, but I'm getting it on disc, so I gotta wait till Tuesday. So I'll be starting that up because I really love the Yakuza series, or now called the Like a Dragon series, because that's what it's always been called in Japan. They just decided to keep the Japan, well, in translation anyways. So they decided to just make the Japanese and the West name the same now that it's finally popular. So I don't know, it's confusing. But yeah, I like the Yakuza series / Like a Dragon series, so I'm gonna definitely start playing that right away. And yeah, I might start up an easy trophy game just to boost my trophy count. When I say easy, I don't mean like stroke the cat. I just mean like maybe I'll play a Toem or Astro's Playroom, or maybe I'll play a Telltale game I haven't played yet. I have they gave out the Game of Thrones ones, the Game of Thrones one, free on Plus like quite a few years now, and I haven't played that yet. Maybe I'll Maybe I'll start that up. I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see about that. Because my goal is still to get the 50% completion. And, you know, playing some easier trophy games will help get me there. And then I can stop worrying about it as much. Because my goal is to get to 50 just to get there. It's not to stay at 50, which is, I guess, kind of weird. I'm hoping I will stay at least 50 plus, but me, I like to try out every game that they've made free with plus, just because, just why not? You know, they gave it out, and I'm a plus member. Might as well try them. And sometimes I've been pleasantly surprised. Went, oh, I didn't think I'd like this game, but it's actually pretty fun. So it might tank after I get to 50 if I start playing a bunch of plus games and I don't really like them. You know, if I get one or two trophies and move on. But I'm hoping I'll be able to keep it above 50. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there, right? And I was going to talk about Evil Dead. Earlier I mentioned how, you know, Dead by Daylight, now that I've played Evil Dead, Dead by Daylight just suddenly isn't as fun anymore. It's because I mainly like playing the demon slash killer side, and Evil Dead, the survivor side's fun too, so, but in Dead by Daylight I don't really care to play survivor. I mean, it's alright, but I way more prefer killer in that. And it's just, there's pluses and minuses to both games. In Evil Dead, if you're fighting not even a team like that's together, if you're fighting a team of high level survivors who know what they're doing, there's really nothing you can do against them. Like, one of my last matches I fought, there was a Prestige 2, there was 2 Prestige 2s and a Prestige 3. The other person wasn't Prestiged yet, and I don't have anyone Prestige because they came out with this whole Prestige system after I've already platinumed it and I wasn't playing it anymore. So I don't have any characters Prestiged. I think Prestige 5 is max, and so these people have been playing it for quite a bit. And it's just, I could not do anything. You know, they have so much health. They know where to go to find all the Shemp's colas to heal themselves, all the amulets. They know where to get the chest to hopefully find a good weapon. And one of the people I found first was Army of Darkness Ash, which, pro tip for you, if you're fighting people who know what they're doing, just skip Army of Darkness Ash. You're probably not going to kill him 1v1. But yeah, I found him first, so I was like, okay, let's just see. He already had full shields, full amulet shields, and so I spawned a troop in, and I had almost full energy. He, like, two-shotted me, and I was like, wow, okay, and this is the beginning of the match. So I'm like, well, cool. So in Evil Dead, if you're fighting a good team of survivors, you basically just sit there and watch them win. You can. Most of the time people say they win at the book phase, which I almost did. That I said earlier that I just barely lost. That was the team I just barely lost against. Which, considering that I'm not a Prestige demon, that's actually pretty good. I probably would have won if I was at least Prestige 1, Prestige level 1, because in my Power Possess, I was playing Puppeteer. My Power Possess would have been stronger, and I probably would have killed the book, because it was almost dead. Like, if I had another 2 seconds, it would have been dead. And, destroyed, whatever. The book would have been destroyed. And, so yeah, it was just barely, but still, it's not fun, because anything you spawn in will get insta-melted, instantly killed. Anything you possess will get instantly killed. If you possess one of the other survivors, they'll instantly take you out of it. And it's just, you just basically just sit there. It's like watching a Twitch stream that every once in a while you press a button and enemies spawn in. That's basically what it is. You're watching them win the game. And it's not really all that fun. Where, in at least Dead by Daylight, you can hopefully get a couple of kills, at least a couple, you know, hook a couple people. But Dead by Daylight's a lot more toxic, to where they can do a lot more toxic stuff. You know, they can teabag at a pallet, they can purposely make you, you know, oh, let's down this person here because we can either flashlight blind them, well, look up, but you can try to flashlight blind them or drop a pallet on them, you know, so they stay at pallets. If they do go down, you know, they'll stay at the exit gate teabagging you. They'll clicky flashlight. You know, there's a lot more toxic behavior in Dead by Daylight, or Evil Dead. Seems like it's not as toxic. They do flashlight clickies, but that's pretty much it. So, I mean, I don't know. There's pluses and minuses to both games, but I do find Dead by Daylight more fun when you don't fight a super tryhard team. Like, if you win in Dead by Daylight, sure, it's okay, but You're just like, meh, on to the next one. Where in Dead by Daylight, when you win, you actually have fun winning. You did silly stuff like I like to possess cars and make a tune while honking, whether it be the lowrider song, the doot 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 doot, the doot 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 doot. I might do that, or I might do like the dun 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 dun, and I do stuff like that. You can do silly stuff as demon, or you can possess one of the survivors and make them like run around in circles, or make them just do something. There's stuff you can do to just have fun, not troll them, just have fun. Like I said, who's gonna think me making music in a car, horns, trolling? It's just you can have a lot more fun. You can possess a tree and have the tree try to bitch slap them, whatever. But in Evil Dead, or in Dead by Daylight, if you win, you're just like hooked everybody, or you can choose to. Some people choose to let the last survivor leave out the hatch or whatever. They'll pick them up and throw them right at the hatch. I mean, I don't know. It's just you can have a lot more fun in Evil Dead, but you have to be fighting a team who will let you have fun. So I'm still waiting for an asymmetrical multiplayer game to where it's fun even if you lose. Like I think one of the best ones is probably Friday the 13th, because even if you lose, you could have a blast in that game, especially playing as Jason. If they let you always play as Jason, I'd probably still be playing that game. Well, I'm sure the queues would be a pain in the ass right now because it's 1v7 that game. So if you had to wait for 7 other people, queues would probably be pretty bad. But I'm pretty sure that game didn't have skill-based matchmaking, so maybe it wouldn't be as bad. I don't know, but I always say if they would have let you always choose to be as Jason, I would still be playing that damn game right now to this day, because that was a blast. Because even if you lost as Jason, you probably got a few good kills. I played as Jason one time, and people were able to repair the car pretty quick. I don't know if they got lucky or what, but like a group of 3 of them left pretty quickly in the match, and I was like, wow. But I still had a blast because I was able to kill some people, and you always feel like a threat when you play as Jason. If you play Evil Dead or Dead by Daylight, you do not feel like a threat as the killer side or the demon side. Because in Dead by Daylight, people just continue to do generators right in front of your freaking face. Literally. Like, I've always thought that generator speed should slow way the hell down if you're repairing a generator, and the killer's like right there breathing down your neck. If this person's a super, like, bad serial killer, you're not going to be, I'm repairing it super easy. No, your hands are going to be shaking. You're going to be, you're going to, I think, like, generator progress should just slow to almost a crawl if a killer is around. But, they don't care. They'll know that they just got to do the generators and get out. So, I always hated that about Dead by Daylight. And in Evil Dead, like I said, you just sit there, watch them win. So, spawn a portal every once in a while. Maybe possess a unit every once in a while and just sit there and watch them win. Yay, fun. Whatever. So, I always thought Friday the 13th was pretty fun, even if you're losing, but I'm hoping a new one will come out. There's some new ones coming out, like there's one based on the Chainsaw Massacre game. I might give that one a shot. Maybe that one will be fun, even if you're losing. We'll see. And then I think there's another one coming out soon, but I forget what it's called. I don't know. Alright, I've ranted on enough. We'll see here back next week. Hopefully. I should be able to do one of these. And, I'll probably have started Like a Dragonician by then, so my completion rating will probably have dropped a little bit more, but we'll see. And we'll see if I get that 2K22 Platinum. Like I said, I don't know if I will. I'm shooting for it, but we'll see. Alright, everybody. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.